of that stolen vehicle, that white box truck you're looking at.
Is it coming back?
Here we go, Stu. Now we have
There we
you.
go. Yeah. So we're having some technical issues in the helicopter today. We can't show you the speeds or the streets, but we're westbound on San Vicente in the Santa Monica area. The speeds have basically always stayed about 20 miles an hour, nothing much faster. LAPD, there we go. There's the number of officers behind him. Now, usually we like to poke a little bit of fun at a lot of these type of especially slow-moving pursuits, but this one actually going to be going underneath the clouds right now. Now, they are saying that this is a possibly an armed suspect because that vehicle, when it was taken from somebody, and when that happened, apparently that person saying that that person taking the vehicle, there was no handgun seen, but apparently was talked about. So right now, we cannot show you what's going on. That's going to be Santa Monica PD backing up LAPD, but at this point right now, this is kind of what I feared. They went up underneath the clouds right there. The LAPD helicopter also kind of doing what we're doing, just kind of waiting to see maybe they'll make their way back out, but right now we can't follow it because we can't see it, and it just went underneath that thick cloud layer out here in the Santa Monica area.
Yeah, we know we've been dealing with a lot of fog cover, especially this past week or so, Stu, so certainly around the coastline, as Maria and everyone has been mentioning in terms of the forecast, that we are dealing with that thick fog layer, the marine layer right there, making this difficult for us to see LAPD in pursuit of that stolen box truck. You said the potential is the driver is armed, and that is why this elevates the situation. Obviously, if it was taken by force with the motion or gesture that the person who took that vehicle is armed, that really raises the level of security and threat in terms of the public safety out there. So you were saying, as we saw some of your video, as you're overhead the situation, there were Santa Monica PD and also LAPD in pursuit of the stolen box truck. And obviously, especially around the holiday season, when we see this, we think of so many people out there with their generosity willing to give. And when you're seeing something like a box truck, you're thinking, what is inside? What is that box truck holding? And that may be why it's a target as well, right, Stu?
Well, we definitely took a peek at it when we got there, and the back door definitely opened. The lift was actually almost dragging on the ground.
Wow.
We just heard that they are southbound on Ocean right now, so it doesn't really help anybody but by looking at it, but Ocean is basically right where we're looking, right over there. They are southbound Ocean, and I believe that's one of the reasons why we are, and also LAPD is just kind of hanging out down there. They're waiting to see if that vehicle makes its way back out of the fog, but the LAPD helicopter down there as well. We're kind of hanging out here. I do have an ear on it, but right now the last thing we heard was it made a turn southbound Ocean, but where it's going from there, it would have to start heading back inland, so maybe it'll get onto Montana or one of these other ones, but right now still southbound Ocean and still very slow speeds.
Yeah, you want to keep an eye out on Broadway, maybe Colorado, if it peaks out under that marine layer and goes east, but you were following it going west on San Vicente, now south on Ocean for anyone listening. And in that area, you want to make sure to be on the lookout. Don't do anything. Obviously, this is a slow-moving pursuit. That's another thing, Stu. It may not poke out of that marine layer because it was only going about 20 miles per hour, as you were mentioning. Because it is a big vehicle, that box truck, not going so fast.
Well, you're not going so fast. Maybe the driver not really familiar with the vehicle. I'm not really sure what was going on there. But LAPD taking this very, very seriously. They are talking about making sure that the officers that are behind the vehicle understand that that driver might be armed. They are positioning themselves also to protect the public and themselves if this comes to that type of situation. Hopefully, it will not. But right now, they are also talking about how they're going to bring it to a stop. The slower speeds, the same direction, they might be able to use spike strips, but I don't think they'll be able to do that pit maneuver because it's being a box truck. Right now, still 20 miles an hour. I didn't catch the street, but I believe that there's still southbound on Ocean. Maybe coming up to Santa Monica.
And you were mentioning, Stu, that you did get a peek at the situation earlier, and that hatch or the back door was open and the lift gate down. Do you know what the contents were inside of that box truck?
It did look like there was something or things in there. I don't think we tried to get a name off the side of the truck. I think it's more of like a delivery company. That's what that vehicle is. And the lift gate was like almost down. If I was thinking that if this was nighttime and this thing was going a little faster, we might actually even see some sparks.
Yeah.
Not dragging, but almost down. So makes you kind of wonder if they were unloading or getting ready to unload something, and that's when this person saw the opportunity to take the vehicle.
Right.
Again, there was some talk or mentioning that there was a weapon involved, and that's one of the reasons why LAPD is taking this so very seriously. They take all crime seriously, but when there's a weapon involved, it kind of elevates the whole situation. Right now, though, still trying to work on street names and figure out exactly where that van is and if it's still continuing south or making its way westbound.
Yeah, that is the unfortunate thing right now. We can't see exactly where they're maneuvering, where they're going, as you mentioned, south on Ocean from San Vicente. And now we don't know where that stolen box truck is going at this point. We do know that, as you mentioned, Santa Monica PD and LAPD following in pursuit, because this is a potentially dangerous situation and a crime of opportunity. As you were mentioning, Stu, this could very well have been somebody looking at the fact that somebody was unloading that box truck with the contents inside. They saw what was inside and then made the move. And unfortunately, this happens around the holidays, a time of giving, a time when a lot of things are being delivered and shipments being made. And that is when thieves and criminals start to pounce, right? And they really try to take it upon themselves to take advantage of people and really ruin this holiday spirit.
Thank you.
As you get more information there, Stu, and I know you're trying to look for the stolen box truck, but clearly, again, just reiterating the fact that it's so unfortunate to see this happening during the holiday times when people are just trying to be giving, and a lot of people are going back and forth with holiday parties, and there's so many things being delivered and received, and then for something like this to happen is really unfortunate.
You know, whenever there's taking a vehicle or something like that, it is never anything that you want to report on or anything like that. But you also don't want to see anybody get hurt. And if this was a crime of opportunity, which I believe it just seems like it was,
yeah.
You know, this person maybe not familiar with the vehicle and then maybe not familiar with driving a big vehicle like that. The last location we heard is actually going to be in the middle of the screen right there. I was kind of hoping we could bring up the map, but we're having technical issues.
Well, let me
today.
tell you, Stu, we're
SkyFOX
looking
is
at
having a lot of.
Yeah, I know you're having some issues there, but I want to tell people this is video from earlier as we saw the box truck going west on San Vicente Boulevard before it was under that marine layer. But this is a clear picture of what we're looking at. This is the vehicle, and LAPD in pursuit of this stolen box truck, that white truck that you see right there containing contents that were being delivered at the time that it was stolen. And the real concern here is that the driver may be armed and used perhaps the threat of force to get this vehicle in his hands and then get behind the wheel right there. But you could see how slow moving it was at that point, about 20 miles per hour. And then it went under that layer of fog, and now we can't see it at this point, but we do know that from going west on San Vicente, this driver went south on Ocean, and that is the last time we heard. But maybe, Stu, you know some more information now after listening to some scanners.
They're Ocean Park, so they're over here. I'm sorry, I'm working with my pilot Dylan this morning, or the SkyFOX pilot, and they just made an eastbound turn on Ocean Park from. Wait a minute. No, he made a U-turn. He made a U-turn, and now he's going back.
Back under that cloud cover, but again, if you're watching here, you see that clear picture. That is from earlier as we got that clear video of this stolen boxcar. So just reminding people that this video is from earlier. Right now, that stolen box truck is under that marine layer, so that is why we're showing you what we saw moments ago. But clearly really frustrating, I could imagine, Stu, as you listen to the scanners and what police are doing in pursuit of the stolen vehicle. What are you saying right now?
It's just very frustrating. So our awesome assignment desk, Melissa and Dave, they actually got a hold of the people that own that vehicle, and apparently it is a delivery company. They deliver appliances and install appliances, but also we're just hearing on the scanner that they, LAPD, they're just going to give it up. They're saying that they're unable to track it, the vehicle driving erratically on the streets down there. They are basically just saying right now that they're going to give it up. It did make a U-turn the last time I heard it. We were talking about Ocean Park and Nielsen. Ocean Park and Nielsen. And they basically went back to Nielsen Way and now going northbound. So basically backtracking. That was the last location that we heard on the scanner. And now they're getting other information. I'm just passing it along as I'm hearing it, that Santa Monica PD is kind of getting involved as well. So they might still be chasing it because that vehicle may have swerved towards or made contact with a Santa Monica police vehicle at some time.
All right, Stu, let me interrupt you now because we do have the owner of that box truck on the phone with us. Sir,
there you go.
If you could hear us, thanks for joining us on Fox 11 right now. It must be such an unfortunate situation to know that this has happened to you and then to now watch it play out on TV as LAPD is in pursuit of your vehicle. Can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, so my guys just unloading the stuff. We do the kitchen appliances installation, and the truck was off. And they start unloading. They use the lift up and down just to bring the appliances out of the truck. And they heard the truck is starting on, so the engine started on. Mm-hmm. And one of my guy walking inside to see what's going on, and they see the black guy just jumping, sitting in the truck. And when you see my guy just to run, they start to grind right away.
Yeah, absolutely. What a scary situation. And Vitaly is your name, right, sir? Thank you again for giving us your account. And what did your workers say? Did this guy who jumped into the vehicle and turned it on, was he armed? Were they threatened? What exactly happened?
He said they have something in the hand, but they don't know if this is exactly gun or something. So they're sure they see something in the hand, and this is scary situation. So he'll be a little bit in panic, and he sees something in the hand. They pull him. So my guy just to jump over and the run away for them, and they start driving.
Right. Safety first, absolutely. Nothing's more important than your life and your safety. So how are you right now? Are you tracking this vehicle? Do you have a tracker inside that truck?
Yeah, so my guys have AirPods there, so they showing. So so they showing where he's located. So I've been in the police officer in the line, and I tell him the address where they're moving.
Okay, and so where is that address right now?
The address they show in 2601 Main Street.
Main Street. Okay, in Santa Monica there, as we try to get a look at this, but there is a heavy cloud cover, as you can see. I don't know if you're watching, but where are you located at this point?
Yeah, I'm located in the job site when my guys here. So the 2541 Stoner Avenue.
I see. And then do you furnish appliances for homes, residential buildings, or is this a commercial project?
No, this is not commercial. This is the central appliances, and we do the appliances installation for apartments here. This is apartments building here.
I see. And this was a planned installation, I assume, probably a much needed time for people who are awaiting that install, right?
Yeah.
Is it a very busy time of year for you, or do you take more precautions around the holidays given the fact that more predators are out there kind of trying to take, advantage of the situation?
I don't know. my guys just working here, and they saw the situation. I just explained it to you. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Because I get here after 5 minutes. This happened because my guy didn't speak English well, so he called me right away. So I've been in the area here like 4 minutes away. So I come here and just call 911.
Absolutely the right thing to do. Vitaly, thank you so much. I'm so sorry this has happened to you. I want to let you go to make sure that you are in contact with police as you track your vehicle that was stolen from you and your workers as you were just trying to do your job. Do you have any update now on where this truck is?
No.
Just lastly?
No, they still stay there.
Okay, Main Street. Okay, in Santa Monica. Thank you so much, Vitaly. I'll let you go to talk to police as they keep track of this stolen box vehicle that we're trying to get our eyes on as well under that marine cover. Stu, any word from you in terms of police and what they're saying?
Well, we've been listening very intently, and Dylan has been working with the other helicopters up here. And apparently, at some point, he was on Lincoln Boulevard and was basically passing the center line. That's the direct. One of the points that they talk about for the airports, for Santa Monica Airport. And that was the reason why we were looking at that street right there. We did see some box trucks through the clouds, but even the LAPD helicopter left the area now, and Santa Monica PD was behind it, but then they also dropped out also. So right now that vehicle's somewhere down there in the Venice/Santa Monica area. Don't know exactly where it is. We are listening. If something does pop, we're definitely going to run over there as quickly as possible. But right now, basically all the law enforcement has basically just let it go because they said it is just too dangerous to have that big truck making erratic U-turns and driving erratically on these busier streets down there in the fog, adding to the trouble.
All right, very